Hi Taurus, Scottish Gypsy here to do your weekly tarot card reading for week commencing 31st of October. I've just been pre-shuffling and meditating over your reading, so we'll get into it shortly, Taurus. Just want to say, if you're new to my channel, firstly, I welcome you here, and if you feel compelled, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button and join this tribe on YouTube. And if today's reading resonates with you, take a moment to hit the like button and leave a comment. Taurus, the more energy we exchange on my channel, the more I connect to you and the readings will resonate. Okay, let's get into it. Bottom of the deck, Taurus. What do we have? We have a Six of Swords. Okay, so I can see some of you have made the decision to turn your back on a person or a situation and decided that maybe it's time to move on. It could also represent maybe some sort of conflict that you're leaving behind, but it could be a card of moving. I mean, it's a transition card, so it could represent physically moving residence, or it could be moving jobs, or just potentially leaving some sort of relationship or friendship or situation behind. Okay, let's look at the oracles first, Taurus. Okay, this is the Sacred Traveler Oracle, if I can speak today. Okay, bottom of the deck from the pre-shuffle, we have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Well, it's so important, particularly when we're manifesting in our life, that we manifest from a place of joy, okay, and being grateful for what we already have, because remember, everything is energy, and you have to be sitting in that energy of really being grateful for the blessings that you have in your life in order to attract more. Okay, let's get one more. We have the Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. That's really beautiful, Taurus. Okay, so I'm speaking to some Taurus people out there who might have the power of healing. You could be a Reiki healer. You could be an empath, just someone that people naturally gravitate to. You could potentially be that person that seems to always attract the broken or lost souls. But I am sensing that you could also be going through a healing, but this is really saying that it's flowing through you. You might find that people find you to be very healing to be around. Okay, I'm a Taurus sun, and I find that that's pretty relevant to me as well. Okay, let's see. This is the Moonology manifestation deck. We have last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Taurus, this often shows when we're in a bit of a fluster, right? Our mind might be a bit chaotic in there, and it's saying that it's time to try and clear your mind. So, the first thing I would suggest is create a list. I have all these lists in front of me at the moment because, interestingly, I'm about to move house with that Six of Swords, so totally relevant to me. And I have got lists everywhere because I have this, I have my corporate job, I'm a single mum of 3 kids, I'm moving home in 2 weeks, so I would say my mind is chaotic. So the first thing that I would do is, I recommend is creating a list for yourself, getting an action plan together. Once you get it out of your mind and on paper, you'll be amazed at the difference that can make. Also, exercise, eating well, getting sleep, meditating, all of those things can really help. Let's get one more, Taurus. Take a breather. Last quarter moon in Cancer. Yeah, so I do feel the Taurus people that are channeling into here today might be going through a challenging time in their life, okay? Might feel everything's a little chaotic. And astrologically, we all know that that's exactly what a lot of people are going through right now. Okay, so let's see, Taurus. I'm going to just get some energy into these cards. We're going to get 9 cards in the upright. Spirit guides, this is a reading for my beautiful collective sign of Taurus for week commencing 31st of October. Please show me 9 cards in the upright, strongest energies, starting with the first 3 cards, please. Taurus. Okay, we have 3 of Cups, King of Swords, the Lovers. Whew. Okay, we've got a choice to be made here. Bottom of the deck, we have 2 of Cups, Taurus. Now this can talk about a soulmate connection, okay? 2 people who have a very strong bond, Taurus. Now, this for me probably feels like this is a love relationship because I have the Two of Cups, Taurus, and I have the Lovers. So I am sensing for many of you out there is some choice to be made in love, and it could be with the King of Swords, an Aries, a Libra, or an Aquarius, or someone who has that energy, okay, can be a little cold and detached, a little aloof sometimes, can be, obviously very person of integrity and truth, and they'll speak their truth, but sometimes bluntly, and it can be cutting as well in a love connection. But it could just be you stepping into the energy of the King of Swords and thinking very logically, very rationally, really clearing your mind, cutting through the fog, Taurus, okay, in order to make some sort of decision. And it could be to reunite with someone, because the Three of Cups is your leading energy, can be a card of reconciliation, Taurus. But, it can also just be joy and celebration. There could be some, event that you go to next week, Taurus, where, you have a really great time. It can simply be that. But because of the placement of these cards and the Two of Cups at the bottom, I am sensing that it could be someone's making a decision, potentially about whether or not to reconcile. Could be you, could be your person. Remember, energies can be reversed in tarot. So cross watchers, please remember that. Okay, let's get the next three cards, Spirit Team. Next three cards for my beautiful Taurus. What else do we need to know? One more. Okay, Taurus, we have an Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups, beautiful energy, Taurus, and we have an Eight of Swords. There we go, and that's making sense now. And we have the full Aries energy, major arcana, Taurus. So I do feel that we have the Six of Swords in the pre-shuffle. I feel that many of you out there might be about to take a leap in a new direction, okay? Could be a fresh start for many of you out there. Some of you might even want to take some sort of risk towards someone and move towards someone. But I'm getting a real new start energy. Now, this is really beautiful, but I can see why you got the cards around clear your mind, take a breather. Makes sense, because this is a card of overthinking, okay? It's a self-imposed entrapment of the mind. The swords represent our thoughts, Taurus, and this is where you just can't see clearly. Your eyes are covered, all your intuitive centers are bound. You can't sense what is the right thing to do. You're out of touch even with your intuition because you're so caught up in your mind. But I feel that the energy is gaining momentum with this Eight of Wands, and it's gaining momentum towards your Nine of Cups. Okay, and some of you could be traveling, because we have that Six of Swords and we have the Eight of Wands, so it can represent physical travel for some, but equally it can just talk about a period of heightened communication, so there could be messages going back and forth between you and someone, Taurus. But I love that this Nine of Cups is in the center of your reading. We do have some beautiful energy here. This is about wish fulfillment. It's about being emotionally fulfilled and satisfied. I mean, you can see he looks pretty smug. Okay. So yeah, I like this. I do feel that many of you are about to take a leap of faith in a new direction, and that might be the choice that you're making. All right, Taurus. All right, let's see. Final three cards, Spirit Team, for Taurus. One more. Ten of Cups, Taurus. How beautiful. Two of Wands. Hierophant. And there you are. What a beautiful reading, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Wands. Could be dealing with the fire sign Aries, Leo, Sag, but don't have to be. I do have under the Queen of Wands an Emperor here. Could be because we had the Aries card with the Fool, and this is the card of Aries too. It's their major arcana, or you could be dealing with a boss type figure or someone who is in a position of power and authority. I do sense there could be a couple here, but let's see. But, regardless, Taurus, I mean, you've gone from the Nine of Cups in the center of your reading to the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is, happy home, happy life. Maybe some of you are moving home. That would be relevant for me, for example. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords. We've got the Ten of Cups, which represents home and family and emotional contentment, joy and celebration, reason to celebrate. So maybe some of you, like me, are in a period of transition, could be moving, but I do sense a beautiful, it's like this card says, through gratitude, joy expands. And I do feel that, gratitude is in the center of your reading. That is no mistake, Taurus. I feel you are very grateful for all the blessings, and I do sense there is a really happy home here. But I do feel that some of you could be going on a new adventure with that Two of Wands. This person is holding the globe. They are looking out into their future, and they're figuring out what might that look like. Which path do I want to take? And we do have the Hierophant here. We have you showing up, and this is your major arcana, Taurus, which is very auspicious in a reading for you next week. I feel that you're very grounded. You're very much sitting in yourself. And I do feel there is a real energy of gratitude and happiness here. I do see there's a little bit of overthinking here. If you are going through some sort of transition in your life, Taurus, it can absolutely cause you to be sitting in this energy where your mind feels a little overwhelmed. You might be overthinking. And there could be some decision, that you need to make regarding this King of Swords. And it could be whether or not to reconcile, or it could be this is just you stepping into that energy and thinking very logically about this decision, this new path, this transition that you're making. But it is a really beautiful reading. So love and light to you, Taurus, and I'll see you in the next one.